Hi everyone, hope everybody's having a great day. I decided to do a quick video to share my latest journal that I've done. I have started on this one a long time ago. It was my first journal that I ever made, and I had made it so chunky that I actually had to take it apart and redo it, and decided to go ahead and use it because I had already made the cover. But I decided to make it a reusable journal because I really like the size of this, because I'm going to use it personally. I like how it feels in your hands. It's not too big. It's just a nice size. I mean, it's very chunky, but a lot of the ephemera in here could be removed and it would be, you know, half the size. Anyway, I had originally had sewn in signatures, and then I decided to go ahead and use these elastic bands so that I could remove the signatures and reuse the cover, because I don't know, I just really love this size. It's let's see, it is approximately 5 inches by 8 inches, and I don't know, it just feels comfortable. The spine is only about 1.5 inches, and it has 2 signatures in it, with about 60 pages each, so that's, you know, 120 pages. So it's not huge, but it's a good size. Has a lot of writing space in it. I put a tassel on here, but it's easily removable with a clip. It has just different laces. These are meditation beads. My idea with this is just for it to be like a Zen type journal, you know, to relax and that type of thing. It does have a few charms on here. It has a dragonfly, hence the theme with the dragonflies on the front. A tree of life and a wing. It does have brass corners on it, and on the back it has a dragonfly and some flowers. The cover is just a paper cover, but it has a beeswax finish to it to kind of keep it from you know, wear and tear. And then the dragonflies have a little sparkly on it. I tried to keep the front kind of flat because my thinking is I made this personally for me, and if I wanted to take it with me or whatever, I didn't want anything that would, you know, fall off or be obstructed or that kind of a thing. The cover, here, let me take, the tassel comes off, by the way. It has just a little clip on it because, you know, it's kind of hard to use a journal with the tassel, but I like the look of the tassel. Anyway, the cover has a flower on it, and I'll show you. This just has a grosgrain ribbon, kind of plain, nothing super fancy, but the way I did it is I made it where the flower is not on there, so it just kind of comes off, and then the cover is, the tie is kind of glued on the back just in that part, and then it just ties back on. And there's lots of extra room so that I can expand it, but I'm gonna try and keep it not much bigger. As you can see, it's a pretty chunky little thing. But when I had to take it apart, honestly, before, it was about 2 times this big, and I did my best not to put too much in it, but I like to have different things in it just to make it interesting. I did kind of a collage in the front. I was originally going to use that for the front, but then, I don't know, somehow the dragonflies spoke to me In the inside, I put this library pocket, and I had put some burlap on it, and this is a napkin, and then just a library card, and I kind of decorated that. And these are just kind of things that I had made when I first started doing junk journaling, just to try out different things. And I've made quite a few junk journals, and I've given them all away. And I do this anytime I do crafting. I'll make a lot of things, and then I'll end up with nothing of my own. So I kind of decided this time I'm going to try and keep something for myself. So anyway, I did some coffee dyeing of papers in here, and like I said, I made a lot of space for journaling, because that's what I intend to use it for. And there's a lot of different tags. I didn't do a lot of sewing in the journal or a lot of pockets, mainly because I wanted this to be a writing journal, but I did sew a lot on a lot of the tags and things, because I just really like having that texture in a journal. Anyway, and then here's some more paper. This is just an envelope that I cut in half and then attached a journal card to the back of it, so it could make just another little place to put things. Some more papers. Oh, look at that. Did get all that out of there. Okay, that's just some coffee dyed vellum. I love putting vellum in my junk journals. I just love the way it feels. This is just some old book page. Nothing super interesting there. This is just I don't really know what to call this, but kind of a half folder that's sewn, and I just clipped it on the ends. Most everything in here is just clipped in there, so it can be moved around or taken out or whatever. This is just a little envelope that opens up and has a little card in there. I think the thing I love about junk journals so much is all the little secret places you can put things. And then this, I made another little envelope. Like I said, this is something I put together when I first started junk journaling, and these are a lot of the little things that I made. And then later, when I was putting things in this journal, I just kind of looked and thought, well, this looks like it might go here, this might go there, and that's pretty much how I did it. Another book page, more vellum. This is just a postcard that I did, kind of decorated a little bit. Oh, and these are my rusty paper clips that I just absolutely love that I did. Somehow the shiny paper clips didn't seem to look right to me in a journal, you know, when you're making a grungy journal. So I rusted some paper clips, and I don't know, I like how they look. I think they just fit. Just another little envelope that I made, and it's actually attached to a recipe that I ended up covering up, which was kind of weird. I don't know why I put it in there then. Just a guest check in here with the envelope. This is my first attempt using the Tim Holtz People, and then I had this die I bought that made flowers, which I really like, because I like to use the flowers, but you can't. A lot of the flowers are so bulky, you can't really put it in anything. And this die cut, the reason I like it so much is that the flowers are, you know, you can put them on things and it's not so bulky, and you can, you know, incorporate them. Anyway, I really enjoyed making that. This is actually comes out. It's attached here again with another rusty paper clip, and that's the one side that I kind of decoupage. There's the inside, so it's a guest check, the back of a guest check. And this I just put part of a doily, and the other side it has like a little pocket. So anyway, that's just clipped in there. Like I said, most everything in here is just clipped. This is just like a little card that I decorated. Nothing really super fancy, but I thought it was cute. So this is just a little journal, just a card that I made that I kind of collaged. And then I had also, when I made my paper clips, I just pretty much rusted a whole bunch of things, and there's a little rusted key on there. I thought it looked cute on that tag. This is just another card that I made. I don't know. This, like I said, I was just kind of fooling around with different things. That's what I came up with, and kind of learning the process. And just a paper bag. And I didn't really do any stamping or decorating in this because, I don't know, it's just for me personally, and I really kind of didn't feel like I was going to do that for me. But I probably would have, if I was going to sell this, I probably would have done some. This is just an envelope that I made, that I decoupaged, and I really like how it turned out. It has a really nice feel to it. I don't know. It just feels kind of almost leathery, and all I did is Mod Podge over it. And you know, that's just a napkin. No, actually, you know what? I think that's the Tim Holtz tissue paper. And I didn't start doing this at first, but I realized, you know, I started, I mean, of course it was coffee dyed first, but then I started stamping the inside when I do these little envelopes, and it really has a lot of interest to it. I really kind of like that. Anyway, again, that's just kind of paper clipped on there. I didn't really do anything to attach it. This is just some parchment paper that I had. Actually, I think this was part of like a Declaration of Independence thing that I had bought my kids when we went to Washington, but I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know where I was going to put it. So I ended up cutting the pieces and putting it in journals, and it kind of looks cool. Let's see here. Oh, this is my attempt at doing a playing card, which I don't know. I just love trying different things, and I think I get bored easy, and I think that's why I love junk journaling, is that you can kind of play with so many different mediums and so many different things, and I'm just totally addicted up. Here's more of the Declaration of Independence. Anyway, this I think is just a old Project Life card. I have a ton of those, and I was thinking, boy, I need to use those. So I think I took a bunch of them and just started decoupaging and adding things to them, and I think, you know, and adding little cards to the back of them. And I really like it. Gives them enough weight because they're kind of lightweight, and it's a good use for them if you've got them. I know a lot of us do. This part is just another bag. Oh, and I always glue my bags so they're not so big in here. I don't know if y'all do that or not, but I do, because I just think they get too bulky. Let's see. This is just another tag I made. I made a big tag. No. Oh, this is just a doily that I kind of just decorated on both sides, left some room for journaling, and just attached it to the last page with a paper clip. And the very last part of it is I made a little writing board to put on here and clipped it in. And here's another just another collage that I made. This is just, you know, I just decoupaged this and made it reasonably flat and then clipped it in here so that I would have a writing board. Although I don't really think I need it. There aren't that many bumpy spots in here because I didn't attach that much to it. Anyway, that's it. That's my journal, and I think I'm gonna like it, and I'll probably make another one like it and try and use up some of the other stuff, because like I said, this thing was easily twice the size and I took it apart, so now I have all these other things that I need to use. Anyway, thanks for watching my video, and I thought I would share. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't show you, which I really love about this thing, is that the fact that I can just take these signatures out like that individually. There's 2 signatures in it. Oh, that fell out of there. And I just love the idea. I really think I'm going to start making some more journals like that, because then I have this cover that I can reuse, you know. I just really like it. I think and honestly, it's pretty tight in there. I feel pretty comfortable with, you know, the structure of it. And these are just headbands I got from the dollar store. I have some of the thinner elastic, but I kind of liked how that looked on there, and it felt a little bit stronger. And like I said, I mean, what's so great about this is you can just pop these suckers right in there. Easy peasy. And I just think, I don't know. I really think I'm going to start making some more journals like that, because it just, and you know, structure-wise, they're not loose or anything. They're very, I have to find the middle of this thing. They're very, you know, sturdy in there. They don't move around or do whatever, and goes right in. I mean, I really like the way that the journal turned out that way, because, and that all came about because, like I said, I had made a journal, I had sewed in signatures, and it was so chunky you couldn't really even close it. And I decided, well, you know what, I'm going to take it apart, and I put in these little whatever those things are called, and I just thought, well, you know what, I'm going to try that. And I did, and like I said, I'm pleasantly surprised, because I thought they would be kind of loose and move around and all that, and they really don't. Everything's nice and tight, and I don't know. I just think that may be my new way of making a journal. But anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.